Alright, what's going on, man? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Ron. I go over football and basketball, but right now, just wrapped up week 14 of the fantasy football season. I hope that you guys did great in your playoff matchups. I had four playoff teams. Two of them, I'm advancing. One of them definitely lost, and then one of them is going to come down to what J.K. Dobbins can do tonight. All I need is 7 points from J.K. Dobbins. We know nothing's guaranteed in fantasy, though. This is the second time in a row where I'm sweating out a prime time J.K. Dobbins game. But this is a live stream. Today we're gonna go over the games that happened yesterday on Sunday. I'm basically just going to go over the games. We're going to recap stuff. We're going to talk about what happened on Sunday, and then along the way, I'm going to start adding names to my waiver wire list, and we're going to put together our premium top waiver wire ads for Week 15 fantasy football. If you're new here, make sure you go down below and subscribe. Leave a like, comment. Everything that you guys do on this channel means a lot. Right now, we're at like 285 subscribers. We're going to keep climbing. We're killing it right now. Also, I'm going to drop a Discord link. That's already in the description. It's going to be in the live chat in a second. In the Discord, you're going to get the first crack at any subscriber leagues, any best ball leagues I do, any mock drafts. I really want to do rookie mock drafts, NFL mock drafts, fantasy football mock drafts. And when I need active people and not just like the computer to do it, I'm going to go to the Discord first. Same thing with anything. If you want to be involved in this community, if you want to get in early on what I think is going to be a big channel, big community one day, join the Discord. I'm going to put that in the live chat in a second right now. And before I break down these games, this is probably the worst part of these live streams is where I have to go into YouTube on the back end and upload the thumbnail, make sure everything's looking right, looking crisp, looking tight. I can't see the live chat yet, so if any of you guys are in here, I appreciate it. Welcome to the live. Just getting some things up and running real quick. Damn, Riley's in here. Yeah. What's good, G? Damn, bro. The guy who just bumped me out of playoffs is gonna come into my live stream. Call me the goat. Alright, now I'm putting up the thumbnail, getting everything all together. Alright, now I got the thumbnail on, got the tags in. Hopefully YouTube recommended does me nice. Hopefully YouTube recommended does me nice and people pop into the stream. Like I said, we're going to recap the games that just happened yesterday, and I'm going to go over the waiver wire ads for this week. Maybe we'll talk a little bit Monday Night Football. So that's set up. All right, now I need to get the Discord link in the live chat. The thumbnail is always a fucking problem, man. All right, thumbnail's up. All right, bet. Now that's pinned. Just copy the link, put that in the Discord now. I think we're looking good, man. Let me just make sure that the If any of you guys are joining the live, let me know if the thumbnail is on the video. So when you guys see it on the recommended, on anything like that, let me know if you guys can see the thumbnail. It's always such a bitch to get this shit together, man. No cap. It's tough to. I'm still figuring out the live streaming thing, fellas. Alright, now I'm with myself in the top right. We're gonna get into these fucking games. If anybody's in here, welcome in. Really never know. Alright. Time to go to the ESPN scores, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big game of football yesterday. One day after Sergio Caso's 3 missed meltdown in Seattle, the Jets claimed Chase McLaughlin on waivers from the Jaguars. Literally whatever. Now, right off the bat, dude, I'm not gonna say that I'm really previewing these games, man, but the Ravens-Browns game makes no sense to me in terms of the spread. I feel like the Browns are a better team. They're 9-3. Ravens are 7-5, and they're underdogs at home. It makes so much sense to take the Browns +3 at home that I can't do it. I think it's one of the most square plays possible. It'll probably hit. I just can't get on the side of. It's got to be the overwhelming public that have the Browns at home. I can't get on board with the Browns. Don't get me wrong. I think the Browns look really good. I think they will win this game, but that's such a trap line, man. +3 at home. Everybody's going to be on the Browns +3 at home. So just off principle and never really wanting to be on the public side, I'm not even really gonna put money on the Browns game tonight. I already have something to watch for with J.K. Dobbins. I have a league where I really need that guy to get me a nice little 7 points. I'm seeing 4 people in the chat right now. What's up, boys? Like I said, I'm gonna recap the games that just happened yesterday. And we're going to start putting together a nice little Google Drive document of the players that need to be added and claimed this week in waivers. I'll probably start taking a screenshot and putting it in the Discord, to be honest, when I'm done now. Just get this all set up. So these are the guys that you're going to use priority on or claim with Fab, and this is just going to be just ads after the waivers clear. Seeing 3 guys in the chat. I'm not seeing. Where's everybody at? Damn, killed it on a fucking bye week in this league. Jesus Christ, 187. That's a team. This is a team where I'm going to go crazy. But I'm going to show you guys what I need from J.K. Dobbins tonight, and then we're going to get into these games real quick. This is Riley Furlong. He popped into the chat. I don't know if he's still here, but I'll show you guys him sending me packing yesterday. Honestly, tough loss, man. Really tough loss. GG's to Riley, though. Boy, Riley has Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams stack. That's such a dangerous duo, man. But I squeezed out 20 from Akers, 23 from Davis. Deshaun Watson let me down. McLaurin let me down. Deontay Johnson let me down. Fairbairn let me down. Even then, I still put up 113. Just tough, man. Tough having McCaffrey and Antonio Gibson out, man. There's really only so much I can do. Riley came back down 1-5, so honestly, big respect to him. He's putting together a little run here. Man, still in my bag about that, man. I got literally the only question marks on my team this week was Mike Davis and Cam Akers, and I got them both to put up 20+. It was literally just McLaurin. Goddard didn't give me anything crazy in a game where they played really well. Deontay Johnson got benched in the first quarter. Eduardo Garcia, what's good, G? I think in the Discord, you're EG3? What's up, man? How are we doing, Eduardo? Are you, what are we looking like in these fantasy playoffs, man? How your day going? Bro, you're always checking up on me. or checking up on just people in general in the chat or in the Discord. How's their day going? I really appreciate it, man. My day's going good though, man. I didn't have class this morning. I woke up, kind of chilled out, got some chores done for my mom's. Now I'm on here live streaming for you guys, man. What could possibly be better? Then later on, I'm gonna go chill out, watch the game, hang out with my dog. Been a great night. Been a great day. But this is what I need, fellas. I need 100.22 to 107.26, and I have J.K. Dobbins left. What are we saying? I'm thinking J.K. Dobbins probably gets the 7 points. Who knows? Corey Davis laid a fucking egg. Deontay Johnson laid an egg on me. I hate that Herbert has been cold these past couple weeks. Yeah, made it to the second round. I'm pretty happy. Hey, little semis. Yo, let me know what your lineup is, Eduardo. I'm curious, man. I'm curious what you're looking like. Man. Nice. No school is a great start, dude. Big. Yeah, man. I got finals this week, so a little bit more crammed than usual, but it's nice starting off with no class today. Honestly, I don't really have that many lectures I got to sit through, but I have a lot of finals and tests that I got to get through. Figured I'd hop on a live stream today. I'll try and get a video out sometime this week, and then probably live stream Friday and Sunday. I don't know. I'm trying to get as much content out for you guys as I can without completely sacrificing my GPA. All right, should I get into these games? I see we got 4 people in here. What's up, boys? Or fellas, or gals? I don't know. Dang, best of luck on those finals, bro. Dude, honestly, they're online classes at a community college, so probably shouldn't be too tough. But yeah, man, I appreciate that. And you got the cap and gown going in your player or in your profile picture. I feel like that's not you though. Can't tell. All right, first game. And get right into this. Fucking Texans versus Bears. I'm not sure why A.J. McCarron's even listed. Did he get a snap? Oh, he got a snap and got sacked. I forgot because Watson got hurt. I mean, Watson, a touchdown, 219. I wish he could have done more, man. That would have helped me out. He got a rushing touchdown taken away from him. That would have been a huge swing for me against Riley. It's your little sister? Yeah, I figured it was. Or daughter. Not really sure how old you are. Buddy Howell. I have no clue who Buddy Howell is or why he was getting carries. Is Buddy Howell interesting? She graduated pre-K. Oh my! They put her in a fucking cap and gown for pre-K. That's dope. That's dope, dude. I didn't get that in pre-K. I got a fucking, I don't know. I just remember it was like a rainbow ceremony or some shit. Who's this kid? Buddy Howell. I didn't catch. I just remember. I just saw Buddy Howell getting garbage time carries like when they were down a lot. I feel like he's not interesting. Like I'll look at what Buddy 11. There's nothing to see here. How after the game in pure garbage time. Yeah, I'm not really even gonna check any of that out. But this is a whack game, man. Texans were, I think they were -2 going into Chicago. Just got absolutely fucking killed, man. Just got murdered. I don't understand why. I thought they were gonna do well. Texans looked like they've been a little bit hot. I know that they missed what's his name. Now the thing that's interesting is definitely going to be the receivers, because with Cooks out, Hanson's now having 2 back-to-back weeks where he does pretty well. Now I'm going to fantasy so I can just look at the ownership percentage on a guy like Chad Hansen. I feel like he's definitely available in leagues. I wouldn't use a waiver priority on him. I've gone over him before. The Jets actually drafted him at my favorite team. He's like a white slot receiver out of, I think, Cal. I want to say Cal or West Virginia. Chad Hansen. He's got to be available in more than 50% of leagues. If I was to guess, here's my pinpoint accuracy. I'd say 18% owned. That's my guess. 2.8% owned? Holy fuck. Holy shit, bro. This is a 12-man league. You got Mahomes, Dalvin Cook, Jonathan Taylor, Tyler Lockett, Stephon Diggs, Brandon Ayuk, Tanyan, Washington D, Will Lutz, Evan Ingram, Ben Roethlisberger, CD. That's a stacked squad, bro. That is stacked. What's that first place prize looking like? You guys all pool money or what's up? That looks like a dude. That looks like a fucking. That's a dangerous ass team, bro. Tanyan, Ingram on the bench. Wow, 12-man half PPR, dude. That's gas. That is a fucking team and a half, my guy. All right, so Chad Hansen, he's a ad. He's an ad. I'm not really excited about Chad Hansen. What are we saying? Should I put like wide receiver Houston? Or should it be Houston wide receiver? What are we saying? Houston wide receiver. I like we'll do wide receiver Houston, whatever. All right, so Chad Hansen, he's really not that interesting, but like, I mean, if you're gonna get the most targets on the team, I mean, maybe Jordan Atkins is a little bit interesting with 6 targets. I'm still not really that interested though. Steven Mitchell, not interested. Kiki QT, we've already been saying at him. He's probably above 50% owned, but if he's not, I'll put him in there again. Here's money. I think it was 100. Holy shit, bro. $110 entry. Here's the thing. At 19, I'm 19. You got to remember, man, $110 entry from me is a check. I think most of my leagues are like $25 to $50 buy-ins. But that's just because I'm a poor college student. That's gas though, man. What, 110 times 12, you're looking at dude, if you win, you're looking at minimum 600. Right? I would say 60% for first place is probably the absolute lowest that I'll see places. Hold on, I'm checking to make sure my camera looks chill. Yeah. All right, but just making sure I got the angles right, man. Holy you're 17, you put in 110, bro? Holy fuck, man. Respect, man. Who is this with your boys or is this like a like one of those Yahoo paid leagues? What's up? Chad Hant, Duke Johnson's not interested. I'll put Kiki QT in there again just as an ad. Definitely, I like him as an ad over Chad Hansen even still. Wide receiver, Houston. Got a fucking weird cut on my finger. So not sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you're in the Discord, Eduardo. Dude, fucking dude, I literally got like 8 mouse traps fucking set up right now, bro. It's fucked. I've killed 5 so far, man. It's fucked to say the least. You said it's your Tio's league. I get it. So your uncle. That makes sense. If it's like a grown-up league, second year playing fantasy, that's dope, man. That's dope. Second year, you got a team like that playing in like a fam. I wish that I had a family league that was like $100 buy-in. I'd 100% do something like that. 100%. I just don't. I just don't really have. I don't have a big family, and I also don't have a lot of family that are into sports, to be honest. But that's gas, man. Like a lot of my Hispanic friends, they got big extended families and shit. Like my best friend Mauricio, he just his dad's birthday was last night. They all met up like 12, 16 people deep. Like, dude, I got like in terms of like people that are in New Jersey that are my family in New Jersey. Like, I probably got like 4 family members, including the people in my house in New Jersey. You didn't make playoffs in your other league though. Honestly, it's hit or miss. Your other league with your boys or what's up? Was that one with your boys? Was it a different family league? Trubisky with a nice little 3 touchdowns on the day, 0 interceptions. I mean, Houston defense is a lot of ass. David Montgomery with 11 carries, 113. I hate that David Montgomery is doing well. I've never been a big David Montgomery guy. I'll never be a David Montgomery guy. I literally don't care. He's going crazy against bad teams, which is good. He's going crazy against teams that he's supposed to go crazy about, and I think that's good. The reason I wasn't drafting him though was because of Tariq Cohen and the capped upside with the targets. But I mean, if he's gonna get 4 targets a game, your dad owns that one, so 2 family leagues. That's sick, man. Hmm. Is your your uncle's league? Is that on your mom's side? Is that your mom's brother? An auction league? Holy shit, bro. Dude, you're out here playing some sophisticated fantasy football, bro. I'll give you that, man. I've never done an auction league. I've never done an auction league. I think I would. I just couldn't. I'm not sure I could ever. I don't think I could get my friends into it. It'd have to be with like a subscriber league or something. I got real into trading this year. Yeah, dude, trading is 100% like one of the most fun things about fantasy. If you can really tap into that market and you really understand the ups and downs of players, like there's a lot of value to be had by trading players by just moving around. That's kind of how I snuck into the playoffs in the league that I just got eliminated in. Isaiah Chukwu, bro, I need some help. What's up, Isaiah? Oh my god. What's up? What's up? Not the bro, I need some help. Your mom's cousin's husband. That's confusing, Eduardo. I'll be honest with you. That's so sick. What's the buy-in in your dad's league? Is it also like 100 plus? That's it, dude. I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous because I'm willing to put that kind of money up in fantasy, but my friend, you know what I mean? Like we're all broke college kids. They're not all down for that. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to get other people that are like 19. Like I will because I'm so into fantasy that I'm so into fantasy. I'd probably go buy-in up to 250, probably up to 250 to be honest with you. That's probably my max. But like when you're with other kids that are like 19, it's a tough sell. That's why I wish I was in like some up 130. That's sick again. So I am up 13 points, and Nick Chubb is his only player left. Is there any way Baltimore can hold him under 13 points? Yeah, I'd say so. Is it PPR 0.5 PPR? What's up? I think that honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes under 13. I would say that his over under on the day is probably 13. I'd give you like a 50-50 chance that happens. You know what I mean? I'd give you like a 50-50 odds on him going over under 13. Honestly, it's just gonna be a lot of playing, putting the game on the TV and just kind of praying. Ooh, 7 targets for Cole Kmet? I really liked. I wouldn't say I really liked Cole Kmet coming out of school, but I thought that he was a pretty good tight end prospect. Yeah, I'm definitely the youngest team owner. Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, respect to you for ponying up fucking what 110 and 130 in your second year in fantasy. That's crazy. 4-7. Vance McDonald. I don't know. Are we interested in Cole Kmet? I think. I mean, what he gets 7 targets. He out targeted Jimmy Graham. No, I'm still not. I'm not interested until Jimmy Graham is gone. To be honest with you guys, not interested. I'm not going to put him on the list. Montgomery, Allen Robinson, great game from Allen Robinson, dude. This is literally just what it would look like for Allen Robinson in a game where his QB, like when Mitch Trubisky's going to throw for 260 and 3 touchdowns, Allen Robinson's going to go out there and give you 9, 123, and 1. Like I truly, dude, if Allen Robinson and Stephon Diggs traded places, I think Allen Robinson would be putting up similar numbers to what Diggs is doing right now. I don't know. I don't know if that's a hot take, but that's just what I'm saying. Now, question of the day. What was I about to check? Oh yeah, I wanted to know Allen Robinson's contract situation. Bears salary cap, because I think that he's a free agent this year. Yeah, he's had his lowest point against tough defensive teams. I wonder. I'm actually kind of curious now. Yo, Isaiah, is it 0.5 PPR or is it just PPR? Projected for 13.8. I'm telling you, like 13 is like pretty much exactly like the number that I would say. He's busted twice, boom 3 times. I mean, be at home against Baltimore. So he got hurt in the Dallas game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of 7 games, man, out of 7 games, only 1 time has he gone under 13. Do have an easy schedule though. They haven't played. When's the last time he played a tough defense? I mean, Washington's a tough defense. I mean, he played the last time he played Baltimore only at 5.1 though. So I mean, it really just depends on game script, man. It depends on his average is 14.9. The Ravens are pretty good against the run. I don't know. I would say that you just gotta pray, man. I personally, I would probably take the over on 13 points, but I don't think that there's no chance he scores under 13. I'd say that you are pretty much just 50-50 odds, I'd say. Browns just have an easy schedule. I scored 192 this week. Jesus Christ, bro. 192 in Isaiah, what are you standard PPR, point 0.5 PPR? What's up? Edward, you say you scored 192 this week? Is that in a one flex league too, bro? That's crazy. That one flex league, but full PPR. All right, no longer interested in anybody else on this fucking team. Literally don't care about anybody on the Bears. Oh yeah, what was I about to? Yeah, I wanted to see when Allen Robinson's going to be available. I want to say what he's probably up after this year. Yeah, 2020 is his last year. That's crazy. Only 27. He's averaging 12 points in your league. All right, then I'd probably say that you're in standard. If you're in a standard 13, I'd say you're on the better side of that, bro. I'd say you're on the better. Wow, one flex half PPR, you put up fucking 192, bro. What the hell? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so that's enough. This Texans Bears game was boring. Nothing really crazy came out of it besides, I mean, literally just the receivers that are gone. Did anybody get hurt on those teams? Can I find fucking... It's standard in my league, I think. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Dude, in standard, now 13, I would take the under on that. Really just comes down to if he scores a touchdown, man. I think that's pretty much what you're gonna be looking at. It just really comes down to if he scores. Chicago Bears injuries. Darnell Mooney, nothing great. And then Houston. Randall Cobb's on injury reserve. Wow, that's crazy. So that's good for. Oh, that was a long time ago. I'm a fucking idiot. All right. All right, now we'll keep Cowboys versus Bengals. This is another really fucking boring game. Yeah, Washington, dude. Washington's defense won that fucking game, dude. Chase Young, monster. Maybe we'll look at that game real quick. That seems more. I don't have to go straight down the list. I'll bounce around. I don't care. Because that Washington game was interesting, bro. Do y'all have the 100-yard? No, I don't have that. But I have heard of it because I think DraftKings does something like that. But no, I've never played with the 100-yard bonus. But I respect it, though. I think that's gas. Oh, shit, Isaiah, you have a 100-yard 5-point bonus? Oh, I don't see Chubb going for 100 against the Ravens, but if he does, then you're fucked, bro. Alex Smith, Dwayne Haskins got in there. Jeez, dude. Jeez, man. Very tough. Like, it's just so tough. Like, how do you have those three guys playing QB and you somehow squeeze out a win? I just don't really understand. McKissick had what, 11 carries for 68, 2 for 18. Ugh, really? I don't know, man. Are we interested in J.D. McKissick? I think no. I think probably no. He's rostered in too many leagues now too, so never mind. Jeez, dude, it's just insane. It's just insane that. So Chase Young, he recovered a fumble. So Chase Young recovered a fumble. Hold on. Chase Young recovered a fumble, had 6 tackles, a sack, 2 tackles for loss, 2 pass deflections, 2 QB hits, a touchdown. No, yeah. now their defense is really just starting to become dogs. Like they're really just like fuck it, man. Like we're just gonna go out there and play. Like we're just gonna be dogs, man. Like I don't really know how else to even put it. Like it's insane. Their defense is fucking solid too, man. They got two stud corners. They got probably one of the best front sevens in the fucking league. Their defense is crazy. McLaurin is a stud, bro. If you guys are in dynasty leagues, McLaurin's a guy I'm trying to target on contenders teams. I honestly might even look at that right. Would you guys gas me maybe even executing a trade? Or not executing, but maybe even sending out a little feeler? In this league, if McLaurin, this is my dynasty league, right? I'm kind of rebuilding. Sanders, Dobbins, Kirk, a bunch of like rebuilding guys. I got Akers on the bench somewhere. My thing is, oh yeah, I got Jalen Hurts too in a super flex. My thing now becomes, question now. I gotta see who has fucking. Yeah, Chase Young's insane, bro. Chase Young. I think Chase Young, honestly, he might be better than the Bosa brothers at some point in his career. He might be better than Clowney. Like, he's just the only reason he didn't go first overall is simply because the Bengals just needed a QB that bad. I think, but I don't know. Who knows? I'm looking for McLaurin. If McLaurin is on a team that is in the playoffs, I'm going to be trading for him. Sumalu in the playoffs. Fuck, he's about to lose in the playoffs. Damn, he's about to lose in the playoffs. So what has to happen? So Chubb. Okay, never mind. I was gonna try and get McLaurin off him, but there's no way now. There's no way. If he doesn't make the next round. All right, so sleeper. Now what are we looking at? All right, I don't think there's anybody that's really that. I mean, Logan Thomas again went crazy. Is Logan Thomas? See, I mean, like Logan Thomas, I kind of like him because he is like this athletic freak. He does remind me of a Darren Waller type guy, but he hasn't been that consistent. He hasn't, like, honestly, before the season, I thought he was going to be this year's, like, Austin Seferian-Jenkins, Darren Waller, but he just hasn't panned out. I mean, 4.61, like, his athleticism is crazy. I know he played QB in college. 5-point bonus for each 100-yard rushing or receiving or 300 and 400 passing. Damn, so that's probably how you got up to 192. That makes a lot more sense. I guess Logan Thomas is kind of an ad. Like, not really, but fine. Thomas, tight end. Wash. I mean, another down week for McLaurin. It's just hard for me to blame anything on McLaurin when his QBs is some mix of Alex Smith, Dwayne Haskins, and Isaiah Wright. It's just a really tough look. It's really hard to expect. I mean, he still got 6 targets. I mean, Logan Thomas led the team in targets. So that's why I gotta. Oh shit, Hines. Yeah, I'm gonna once we look at the Colts game, I'll fucking Hines will probably be a waiver ad. It really depends on how many leagues he's available in. Raheem Mostert. Did Deebo Samuel get hurt? I could have sworn that Deebo might have gotten hurt. That was a backup for Taylor. Wow, this syncs up. Wow, Samuel will be out for a while. Oof. Dude, that means Ayuk. Oh my god, Ayuk is going to be insane rest of the season. Insane. 69.2% roster. That means he's out there in some leagues. I'm not going to put him in the list because 69.2% is a little bit too high for me to consider a waiver ad, but dude, I even oh yeah, you have Debo. I forgot about that. So last week I was down 27 points, but came back, and 3 players I always do good when it comes down to catching back up or holding on to points. That's a bold thing to say, man. That pendulum can always swing back, man. The pendulum can always swing back. But I mean, you could be fine. I mean, Nick Chubb getting 100 yards against the Ravens would actually be insane. Yeah, I'm excited for, dude, I put out one of my favorite videos to make this season. 2 of my favorite videos I made in the offseason. Hey, you subscribed, Isaiah? I appreciate that, man. Where is it at? Yeah, dude, my Antonio Gibson home league hero video. I loved this video right here. This is where I was calling out Antonio Gibson as like a home league like a winner. It just sucked because he got hurt. You know what I mean? But Ayuk, I also had Brandon Ayuk, the forgotten league winner, 3 months ago. This was back. Yeah, this was back August 22nd. I'm really excited. I love. Oh my god, dude! Look at how bad the videos were, bro. This is how bad the videos were back then, bro. Like look at me. Good grace. All right. But I'm excited for Ayuk, man. I'm excited. I hope Gibson comes back soon. Does anybody know the timeline on Gibson? Like, is Gibson it just sucks because the one fucking league that Gibson was like my main guy. Oh man, I don't know. It's toe out. No big surprise here. Okay, fine, whatever. Nobody fucking knows. I'm really excited for Ayuk though. I have him in Dynasty. That's gonna be really sick. Now the question becomes, did he already do well? 16 fucking targets, bro. Holy dude, he really might be a league winner this year, Brandon Ayuk. You're saying Gibson's gonna be out till week 16, 17, or CMC? I'm thinking that you're saying Gibson. Yo, Nani, what's up, G? Bright and early from Australia. If I was to guess what time it is in Australia right now, I would say 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is my guess, Nani. Eduardo, you said at the minimum. Gibson, yeah, dude, his injury just doesn't look good at all. It really just doesn't look good for a guy that I was so fucking excited for. Dude, I was so excited for Gibson, man. What about McCaffrey? Head coach said he planned on McCaffrey playing again in 2020. Rule said he was coming into the Monday for treatment on a week 16 return would be the best case. Week 16 is what they're saying now? Holy shit, man. It doesn't matter because the one league, okay, 10:30. So I was close. I was close. The one league that I thought that the one league I had McCaffrey in was the one I just lost in. So it sucks, but it's whatever, man. Sucks. Damn, bro. Like, dude, let me show you guys this league. This was the league I just lost to my boy Riley in. And I was so excited, dude, because I just had to squeeze out a win or two, bro. Because this team at full strength is insane. A toe injury like that means he can't cut, efficiency, all that. Yeah, dude. Especially, like, I just know that turf toe is a bitch. Turf toe just can't be fun to deal with. There's just no way. But, dude, look at this team. Deshaun Watson, pretty solid. And then I have Davis and Akers. But, dude, those running backs at full strength would be Antonio Gibson and Christian McCaffrey. Then we have McLaurin, A-Rob. The flex would be either Deontay Johnson, Antonio Brown, Amari Cooper. But then, dude, I have George Kittle on IR, bro. I'm telling you, George Kittle's going to come back and fucking be tight end. Like, this team, bro, would have been Watson, McCaffrey, Antonio Gibson, McLaurin, A-Rob, Kittle. And then the flex would be some combination of Deontay Johnson and Amari Cooper. Also, dude, Isaiah, you said you're excited for Dak, dude. My biggest take in the offseason was stack up on the Cowboys because Dak is going to play out of his mind. And you can't even say I was wrong because when Dak was there, Zeke was sick, Amari was sick, CD was sick. Everybody, dude, Dalton Schultz was sick. He carried that offense. Everybody, if you had Cowboys on your team, you were winning games in the early season. It's just that once he got hurt, it fucked everything up, man. It fucked, and like, what, is it a bad take because he got some freak injury? Like, I don't know. I built a lot of my teams around the Cowboys. If CMC's out, might have to start Davis over Lockett. Kendrick Bourne, interesting. No, I wanna peep that the Jets game in a second, Eduardo. Kendrick Bourne, I don't think is that interesting. Ayuk with 16 fucking targets is insane, bro. And then Jeff Wilson, 11 carries. 11 carries to Raheem Mostert's 14. Did Mostert get hurt? Or was it just Shanahan being weird and splitting carries? Jerick McKinnon played 0 offensive snaps. Okay. Jeff Wilson rushed. Mostert had a few lengthy runs against a stout. He missed some time in the first half while he was being evaluated for a concussion. He likely would have to have had a big workload for him playing catch-up. Mostert will be a sneaky, solid. Jeff Wilson got a touchdown. Revert to a hard runner in deeper leagues in case Mostert misses any time. I would say Wilson. I would say Jeff Wilson's like a just like a an ad in case. I'm gonna say that Raheem or Jeff Wilson's an ad. Like I saw that he was like getting some love as like a big waiver guy. I'm not gonna. I'll put him as an ad over these guys, but he's not a priority guy to me. Just because I think it's still going to be Raheem Mostert, but it seems like it's Jeff Wilson if Mostert goes down, who's pretty injury prone. So, I mean, I think that he has some value. I'm excited for Dak. Me too, man. If CMC's out, I might. Yeah, okay. I had Dak, Eckler, Chubb, Godwin. Not a fun season. Damn, that sucks, Nani. Yeah, it sucks, although I'm loving my team at the moment. Isaiah, who just. Oh, he was crazy until he got injured, then playing. All right, I want to peep the Jets Seahawks game because you're talking about Lockett. I think, yeah, Lockett has been kind of. Yeah, man. 5 for 52 is not going to do it. Dude, Wilson really spread the ball around. Maybe he was kind of a Eduardo. Maybe he was kind of like they were up so much in the game, and it could have really just been that it was garbage time because Geno Smith came in the third quarter. But at the same time, dude, if Russ is gonna throw 4 TDs, how does one of them, dude? It's dude Disley, Swain, and then David Moore. That's tough. That's a tough break. I don't really know what I would say about Lockett. Like, who's he play? Does anybody know who the Seahawks play next week? Okay, yeah, it's got to be right here. Ooh, they play Washington next week. I don't mind playing Davis over Lockett, man. Lockett, yeah, high end wide receiver 2 until proven otherwise. Yeah, just not great from Lockett. He was on fire in the beginning of the season too. Let me see these past couple weeks. Does it show fantasy points? No. Okay, 6 for 63, 5 for 52, 3 for 23, 9 for 66 and a tud. 9 for 67 and a tud is nice, but then, dude, 5 for 66, 4 for 40, 4 for 33. So, since that Arizona game, it's honestly been very slow. Been very slow for Lockett, to be honest with you. You said Eduardo. You said that's pretty much when you traded for him around October 25th. It's also like, dude, I don't understand. Like Russ's magic. Like I knew that he just dotted up the Jets, but he's no longer firmly in the discussion for the MVP. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious who is in front right now for the MVP in football. What are you guys saying? I would say probably Rodgers. I'd say Rodgers or Mahomes. It's like at one point it was super clear. It was super clear that it was fucking that it was definitely Russ. I really don't know what happened. That's honestly why Lockett slowed down, just because Russ hasn't been as efficient as he was before. I made a video about it. Russ was on pace to he was on pace to fucking break the passing touchdown record. So yeah, Mahomes then Rodgers. Yeah, Russ is now at plus 6,600. That's insane. Also, Isaiah, if you're still here, bro, I got the fantasy point over unders for DraftKings. What is Nick Chubb at? Ooh, 14.5. But remember, that's not fucking that's not the standard scoring though. That's like the DraftKings PPR scoring. So I don't know. I think I'd feel good about 13. I don't know. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, so we looked at all right. So Jets Seahawks. All right, so Lockett just hasn't been good because Russell hasn't been on his usual shit. I mean, 4 touchdowns, but he played the Jets. Like whatever, you're gonna score 4 touchdowns. Then what? We got Chris Carson, Carlos Hyde. A little bit concerning. It was a lot of garbage time though. I'm really not even really reading too much into the Seattle rushing logs at this point. Yeah, a lot of this you can throw out because like guys like Penny Hart, Colby Parkinson, like it's just because it was so deep into garbage time. That's why that shit was happening. Anything interesting on the Jets side of things? I thought Jamison Crowder was gonna have a big game. I made a video about it. I really did. It made a lot of sense. It just didn't pan out. Not interested in any of these guys. Not interested in any of these guys. Think about, dude, Darnold. I've seen enough of Darnold, man. I'm a Jets fan. I'm a Jets homer. I'll be honest with you guys. Now that we are this bad, I don't. I usually just watch Red Zone, and sometimes I'll have another game going on, so I'll just like catch what's going on Red Zone. I've seen enough of Sam Darnold, man. Like 14 for 26, 132, 0 and 0 against a Seahawks team that has been. Nani, do you mean next week or next season? You said Frank Gore sits out. Frank Gore wouldn't sit out next season. He'd probably retire, if that makes sense. He'd probably retire next season if he. I don't expect. I don't expect the Jets to roll with any of these guys into 2021. I think that they're gonna. I think they're gonna draft a running back. I think they're gonna draft a running back or sign one. I really doubt that they roll with Ty Johnson, Josh Adams. Are you saying? Oh, you're saying that Frank Gore. I'm actually curious if Frank Gore. What's up with Frank Gore going into next week? I wish Mixon had stayed healthy. Me too, man. Me fucking too, bro. I really like Mixon. I have Mixon a lot of plays. He won't bench Frank Gore this season. Ty Johnson rushed for 104. Yeah, so never mind. If Gore's healthy, then that's fucked up. But no, next season, but no, Isaiah, I'm with you, man. 100% because Kareem Hunt's there, it's going to be tougher in a standard league for him to get 13 against a team like the Ravens. So I think that you're honestly looking pretty decent. Could Ty Johnson be in a top four? No, I don't think. I think that they're going to roll with somebody else. The thing about Ty Johnson, I think that he's a good player, but he's somebody who's bounced around on practice squads and stuff. They're not going to roll out with somebody like that. I think that they'll definitely find. I don't know. I think they're going to probably draft somebody, maybe sign somebody. This is a big free agent class. Yeah, he was a 6th round pick out of Maryland. I know he's fast and shit, and I like his profile coming out. I just don't see him being an all-purpose back. You know what I mean? I don't even know if he's going to be on the Jets next year. I don't know if he's even going to be on a roster. I think a lot of the reason why he was on a roster this year was because COVID expanding that type of stuff. I'm actually curious to NFL mock drafts. Matt Miller. I wonder if they have the Jets drafting a running back. Post-trade deadline. This is latest one. November 4th, 2020. I wonder if he has one any sooner than that, but I'm actually curious to see what he has the Jets taking. Jets. Oh, Rondale Moore? Oh, it's just a first round mock? You need anyone to fill in spots for a cheaper league next year? Hit me up. No, 100, dude. 100% Eduardo. Especially, I want to get the subscriber leagues going, man. Damn, I see we're at 9 people in the chat right now, fellas. If you're new to this channel, I'm Ron Su, I go over basketball, football, and right now what I'm doing is I'm kind of bullshitting with you guys. I'm talking with the stream, and we're pretty much just recapping these games. I'm then talking about what happened this week, and then we're going to go over to this, and I'm sort of just making a little list of players to be adding and getting on the waiver wires this week. But I just went off on a tangent about who the Jets are going to take in the draft this year. I'd also say I have a Discord link at the top of this chat. If you ever want to be in subscriber leagues, anything like that on this channel, be a part of this channel, make sure you go to the Discord, join it. If you ever want personal advice from me, start sits, anything like that, go to the Discord, join that shit. You know when to fill in for spots? Yeah, exactly. So if honestly in one of my home leagues I might hit up Discord, but like pretty much the Discord always has first dibs. If I need somebody for a league that I'm in my dynasty league and I need somebody to come in and fill for that, I might hit you guys up. If I need if I'm gonna make a subscriber league, I'm gonna hit up the Discord first, and then maybe I'll go to the YouTube comments here and there. The Discord chat will always have first dibs on anything exclusive on this channel, and I swear by that. Team would have been much better if anyone. So whoever they could draft could be a sneaky ad. God damn it. Like, I don't know. 7 round. Why does Matt Miller not have one? Usually Matt Miller's mock drafts are pretty solid. I just don't know. I don't know why he hasn't done one in December yet. I usually really like Matt Miller's mock drafts, but I'll just roll with what we've been doing. But yeah, Nani, he's the Jets running back. Honestly, if they draft somebody high like a Travis Etienne, he's going to be somebody that you have to draft in fantasy, like in like the 5th round. You know what I mean? Kind of like how Dobbins, Cam Akers, those guys were preseason. That would be cool. Isaiah, you said I love Tyreek Hill and Kelsey. They're the 1-2 punch on my fantasy team. That's insane. If you have 2 Chiefs on your team, it honestly might just be a hack to just get. If you went this year, if you went Kelsey, if you draft at the end of the first and second. Thing is, I'm not sure that you could ever get Mahomes to fall back to you. But you probably if you went Kelsey, Hill, and Mahomes and you stacked all of them together, then you probably could win your league that way easily. Rank these receivers for playoffs: Calvin Ridley, AJ Brown, Diggs, Thielen, Woods. Man, off the top of my dome, I would say. Man, let me know if this is wild. I'm just gonna go off the top of my dome with this, without even looking. I should probably look at schedules and stuff. The top of my, or hold on. Is there a way that I can just look up like NFL Week 15 schedule? Ledward, you said Lamar and Mike Williams for Mahomes are my favorite trade this season. Oh, that's a steal, bro. That's a fucking steal. You fleeced that kid, or that grown up. I'll say, because I know that it's in your uncle's league or whatever. Huh? You said Calvin Ridley. So who are the Falcons playing next week? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. AJ Brown. The Titans are playing the Lions. So the Bills are playing the Bills. Shit, we got Saturday games this week, boys. Holy shit! Why is it because there's no college football games on anymore? Are we gonna run into bowl season? Adam Thielen and Robert Woods. So who are the Vikings playing? Vikings, and then you have the Rams who are playing the Jets. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not going to look at Week 16 simply for the fact that in fantasy right now we're just worrying about winning each week. So if you wanted to if you want me to give you rankings for that, I think I would possibly go. I think I would go. Who are the Falcons playing? Bucks. That's a really tough list, man. I think, but off the top of my dome, a lot of these are really close. But I'm just going to go Diggs. I'm gonna go Diggs 1, AJ Brown 2, Ridley, Thielen, Woods. It's really tough though. It's really tough. A lot of those guys are in the same tier for me. That's just off the top of my dome. If I sat down and did like research for 25 minutes, I could get you like a really sick answer. Diggs, Brown, the rest are debatable. Yeah, 100. That's where I'm at. I think I said Diggs. Yeah, Diggs, Brown. Right? Did I say Diggs, Brown, Ridley, or did I say Diggs, Ridley, Brown? I think I said Diggs, Brown, Ridley. Who knows? For waiver ads, although if Keenan Allen and Mike Williams sit out, you could add. Yeah, I've heard. I've heard about those receivers. I'm gonna actually. Yeah, let's look at the Chargers game. I've been doing a lot of rambling, so I haven't really. Well, we've only broken down like 2 games this far. Jesus, it's gonna be a long one today, boys. Are we on Chargers? Huh. So you're telling me what happened with Keenan Allen and them? Because I've been hearing about those wide receivers too. Diggs, Brown, Ridley. All right, sick. I appreciate that. Appreciate you confirming, because I couldn't fucking remember. Allen scored on a perfectly thrown pass from Herbert in the corner. Allen briefly left with a hamstring injury in the fourth quarter and dropped the pass that led to Herbert's interception, but he should be fine for Week 15 with Mike Williams potentially missing time. It seems. Ooh, it's a Thursday night game. So Chargers next game is a Thursday night game. Why? All right. I just would like to know what happened with Mike Williams. Seems like Mike Williams might be hurt. Eduardo, bro. Mike Williams is always like one of my favorite players to trade away. You get him. I traded him away last year. You get him on your team. He's always a guy. He's a boom bust guy, but he's never somebody that I will. He's never somebody that I'll ever put in the flex spot. There's predicting when he's going to do well is impossible, especially unless if Keenan Allen's out. If Keenan Allen is out, then it's a different story. But how often is Keenan Allen ever missing games? I know he was injury prone early in his career, but not anymore. You said Hill had 50 points 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that was insane. He can just win you weeks. There's going to be like if you go against a team with Tyreek Hill, there's always a chance that it just doesn't go well. Mike Williams, he left early, injury taking a hit. His next 2 series and is questionable to return. Jalen Guyton and Tyron Johnson will pick up snaps with Williams sideline. Tyron Johnson had 6 of 7. Jalen Guyton only had 3 targets. What is Tyron Johnson's build? I think that he's going to be an ad regardless, but I do not think. Yeah, Mike Williams, dude. Mike Williams is a guy you get off waivers and you can flip him because he'll string together 2 big games. People will be like, all right, bet I want that guy. So Tyron Johnson, undrafted guy out of Oklahoma State. He runs a 4.41 at 6'1". Yeah, I mean, if he just got 7 targets against the Falcons, Jalen Guyton's been kind of more that guy this year, though. I really don't know what's up with Guyton. Guyton's been a guy that I really like this year. Might have had him as a small ad from a different trade. Yeah. However you got him. 2 of 3 targets for 84 yards and a touchdown? Huh? Oh, that had to be 2 weeks ago. Oh, that was a long time ago. Okay. I'd say Tyron Johnson's an ad. I don't think that I would say that he's probably all the way down here. Tyron Johnson, wide receiver. These are rankings, by the way. Like, you know, I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like once it's all done. But these are, you know what I mean? Yeah, none of those guys are priority claims though. I don't really like anything else. Keenan Allen's a stud. Hunter Henry's a stud. Eckler is the boy. Eckler with 9 targets is fucking sick, boys. I don't know why Justin Herbert's been bad. Like, he was playing out of his fucking mind for the beginning of the season. And then Atlanta running backs don't want anything to do with it. Russell Gage is probably an ad. I'd like to see what's good with Julio, but I'd probably say Russell Gage is a decent ad. I know he was a popular ad in the beginning of the season too. Hamstring is out. Seemingly truly week to week is unlikely to be shut down. Fine. Russell Gage is a decent ad, I'd say. I'd probably say that I'd want him. Oh man, does it seem like? Do we think that Julio plays next week? I think that he probably does. That's why I'm not that interested in Gage. Gage will only be on the flex radar if Julio Jones doesn't return next week. I'll have him as an ad. Because we don't know when he's coming back, I'll put him here. Russell Gage. I didn't start Mike Davis. He put up 21 points. Who just started? Who just start in front of him? Isaiah. Russell Gage, Atlanta. Like if you had a sick option instead of him, I really couldn't blame you. So Ridley, dude, 8 for 124 and a tud, bro. I love Ridley, man. Ridley is so fucking good. It's funny that 1 touchdown was from Russell Gage. Matt Ryan threw 3 picks. Oh my god, he's selling. Then what game should we look at next, dude? Let's go Steelers Bills, dude. I gotta confess with you guys, man. I was super low on Josh Allen coming out of school. I thought that he was inaccurate. I thought that he had bad decision making. I thought that he was drafted way too high. I honestly thought that as a prospect, I thought that he was kind of like a Drew Lock. I think he should have been like a 2nd-round pick. I thought that he was a wild passer. Didn't have great poise in the pocket. He kind of tucked and run a little bit too early. But he blew me away last night, man. Against a tough defense on the Steelers, he comes out there, throws 238, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And bottom line is he won the game. Like that's a great win, man. At home against the Steelers on primetime television. Like this is a Buffalo Bills like for real game. Like the fact that they won this game, they're for real. Like they are a Super Bowl contender. They are as big as contenders as the Steelers, as the Chiefs, as the Saints. They're in that conversation, man. Like that was a sick win. Allen looks really fucking good, man. He makes the right decision. I know he threw an interception, but shit happens when you're playing the best defense in the league against a team that has Minka Fitzpatrick and T.J. Watt and just fucking like I know that they don't have Bud Dupree. I know they don't have Joe Hayden, but still a great win against a really well coached team on a primetime game. I just think he looks great, man. I think that he really grew into what he was supposed to be. Because the whole thing when he was coming out of school was like, all right, he's 6'5", 225, can fucking throw it 80 yards on his knees. But the problem was that he was erratic, didn't make good decisions, bad completion percentage, but he's been completing passes at almost 70% right now. So, again, not interested in any of the running backs in Buffalo. Josh Allen, he is the goal line back. Zach Moss and Singletary are going to split carries until one of them get hurt. 49ers running back that they don't play as much. I did it because of the time difference. Huh. What 49ers running back? Like Jeff Wilson? That's tough, man. Because of the time difference. What time difference? Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley. I don't think any of these guys are really that interesting. I think Cole Beasley is still interesting as a waiver wire ad if he's still available places. Like in full PPR, Beasley's kind of sick. 66.1% rostered. Okay, never mind. I don't think anybody else is that interesting as an ad. I think James Washington's actually an interesting ad. If they go away from Deontay Johnson anymore, I think James Washington is really interesting. I liked James Washington coming out of school. I thought that he was really fucking good coming out of school, out of Ohio State. I think he's a really good ad this week, actually. Yeah, second round pick out of Ohio State, runs a 4.5, best comparable to DeAndre Hopkins. He's a thick boy, gets deep targets. Really liked what he did in college. Yeah, great breakout age, great yards per reception, great target share. Yeah, he looked great in college, man. I like James Washington. I would say, because he doesn't have a super easy route to more volume. 6 targets, 7 targets, 7 targets. Yeah, I'd say his upside is actually who are the Steelers schedule? They're playing the Bengals next week and then the Colts. Man. James Washington. I would probably put him over. Yeah, I actually like him here. They might really just decide that he is the guy. Eduardo, you want me to open up the Discord live on stream right now? Like I just don't want to pop it up if you don't want it to be seen in the stream. But if it kind of is meant for me to look at it in the stream, let me know and I'll throw it up right now. Diggs went crazy. Knox, not interested. Gabriel Davis. I don't know why I said it like that, dude. 8 targets for Gabriel Davis is actually really interesting. I'd actually say I like Gabriel Davis as an ad as well. I'd probably put him in front of Chad Hansen. Receiver, buff. You good to pull it up? I bet. Oh shit, here's a squad? Oh shit, okay. Okay, I see you. This is your current team. Huh. And here's your bench. All right, bet. How about this, Eduardo? I actually fuck with this idea heavy. But just let me go through the rest of the games, get a nice list going, and then from there I'll circle back to this. How does that sound? Just because I haven't this is honestly when I do this live, this is me just kind of doing the research. You know what I mean? I say the team looks sick. That's actually a dope idea, though. I really like the idea of putting the screenshot in the Discord. That's actually perfect. Because then other people could fucking put their screenshot. They could put their screenshot in the Discord. Man, Diggs, Tanya, Ayuk, Lockett, dude, this is a stacked squad. Dude, I'm so excited for Ayuk, man. Mr. Geist Big Shady, oh my god. Dude, you want to hear something crazy, Eduardo? I fucking had, or actually, I'll show it to you, bro. I know you're newer to the channel, but the OGs, and I'm not shaming you for not being an OG. I had fucking like 80 subscribers at the time. But I bought this fucking signed Darius Geist jersey. And now I can't hang it because of the fucking him, I can't say that I love my mom and rep this jersey down here. You know what I'm saying, man? It's not a good look. So I have it bundled up away in the corner. I was so excited to get that fucking LSU signed jersey. I loved Darius Geist before he had the scandal go down or whatever. I hope that he does. I hope that maybe he gets his life together. I really don't know, man. But yeah, that's where we're at with Darius Geist. All right. All right, that got me fucking all disoriented. All right, so James Washington, it's good ad. My glasses are a little fucked up, but they always are. I really don't care. Okay, so we got James Washington as a good ad. Nothing else that's very interesting to me, right? I don't really think that there's any. I also really like Gabriel Davis. Gabriel Davis is the guy I've been talking about. I think he's like a dynasty guy. He drafted Geist like on accident because he had like a shitty draft paper. That's funny as hell. That's hilarious. But yeah, man, I had videos on Darius Geist. He was probably one of my yeah, dude, as like a joke in an ESPN league, that's hilarious. I still have fucking Harambe as my ESPN picture. That's the whole fucking point. People are too fucking soft in fantasy right now. Like the whole thing, like the cancel culture and shit like that. The best part about fantasy is like the bro culture. You know what I mean? Like put in bullshit on your ESPN picture. You know what I mean? Just like stupid shit. Like obviously you don't support Darius Geist and what he did, and you don't support domestic violence, but it's funny. It's funny to just have him there. Your uncle drafted him on accident. No one, you know what I mean? No one should give a shit. So this is what you're rocking with, Isaiah? Hmm. Oh shit, Taysom Hill? Okay, okay. Taysom Hill, CEH, James Robinson. Man, you got the shit end of the stick from your running backs this week, man. Deontay Johnson, Mostert. Oh, so you're saying you flexed Mostert over Mike Davis? I don't hate that. I don't hate that. That's honestly I can't fault you for that. And then this is your team, Nani? Fighting for the first overall pick. I see you. I see you. Hmm. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the one thing I'll say to you guys. I always try to have my bench filled. Like even if you don't have anybody that you want to play or something like that. Like I see you guys both have empty spots on your bench. You always just want to just grab somebody off waivers that could have a big week. You know what I mean? It's like a lottery ticket in a way. Because if you can predict who's going to be that big waiver wire ad before he's actually that big waiver wire or ad, now we're fucking rolling. You get what I'm saying? And this is you, Nani, Godwin, Thomas, Hunter Henry. Dude, Jonathan Taylor had 42 points in your league. Holy fuck! Did he have 42 points in a lot of leagues? Sheesh. Yeah, dude, Isaiah, you have a sick team, bro. I hope that you don't lose because of Nick Chubb, man. Like this team, you have CEH, Hill, and Kelsey. It literally just came down to the fact Mike Davis. You didn't start Mike Davis, and then James Robinson didn't give you his usual 20. CEH kind of shit the bed a little bit. Taysom Hill didn't have a great game, and then your defensive kicker just kind of, I don't know. It's hard to predict those two. You know what I mean? Waivers are only on Wednesdays and Fridays in your league. That makes sense. I think you had like 30 in some. Yeah, 42 or whatever for Jonathan Taylor there is crazy. But I kind of like those like weird 100 yard multipliers or bonuses and shit like that. I've never rolled that, or I've never had that in fantasy. Does anybody have a the next game that they actually? So I'm waiting till then, but trust me, I plan to get some more people. Thank you, bro. Um, what should I look at next? Any of these games seem interesting? Maybe I'm thinking Eagles Saints. I'm gonna go Eagles Saints, see what happens. I know I didn't really wait too long for you guys to let me know. If you guys say some other shit while I'm looking at the Saints Eagles, I'll go over there. I don't really care. All right, this was a weird fucking game, bro. So I mean, the Eagles were home, so I guess like it kind of makes like it's just dude, to say that they won against the Saints, who are 10-3, 10-2 at the time, a 10-2 team versus a 3-8-1 team. They come in there and win. Huge win for Jalen Hurts. What are we saying about Jalen Hurts, fellas? Do we think that he's like legit? I mean, he looked good yesterday, bro, against a really tough Saints D. Dude, he rushed for 106 yards, which is great for fantasy. He's already going to be a fantasy stud. Where's the sleeper team that I have him? I have him in a super flex league, which is sick. That's going to be dope because now I have the first overall pick. So now I'm going to have Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, and Jalen Hurts. Probably will trade one away. My team. So how many points? Oh, he put up 18.28. Oh, he had a fumble. Okay, I thought that he put up more than 18.28 with 106 rushing yards, but I guess that's just what happens. I guess I would say that Jalen Hurts is a pretty good ad. I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts is a priority ad in Superflex leagues. QB, Phil. More legit than Wentz. Yeah, dude, he looked fucking dude. I think I literally went on this tangent with you guys last week. I really don't understand what happened with Carson Wentz. I really just don't know. I have no idea what happened to that guy. He looked, dude. He was on he was like an MVP type guy for a little bit. I really don't know what all 167, 5.6 didn't he? The one turnover was a fumble, so that kind of sucks. Miles Sanders coming out game. I love that for Sanders, bro. Like Sanders is a sick running back. I just don't understand why he hasn't been doing well. And it also does prove the point that a guy like Jalen Hurts, he opens up the running lane. When you can do read options and stuff like that, it freezes the linebackers. It gives a guy like Miles Sanders space to operate. So I love that for Miles Sanders. Did Miles Sanders get 5 targets too? Love that, man. 6 for Dallas Goedert. Nobody's really interesting to me on the Eagles passing game besides Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders. That's pretty much it. Use that glitch, Isaiah. If you're talking about the week where like he was listed as a tight end, I didn't get to cheese that week, but I knew some guys that did. If I caught an L because of that, I didn't end up catching an L because of him being at tight end, but who knows? Yeah, Eduardo, maybe he just needs a change of scenery, man. I'd imagine it's just tough because Isaiah's going to pick up that contract. I don't know how anybody can explain that contract after what he did this season. I really don't know. I think it had to be a team. I like to see a team that like missed out on the playoffs, or maybe lost in the first round of the playoffs. It doesn't have a high draft pick take them. You know what I mean? If they can't get one of those big 3 or 4 quarterbacks this year, maybe they just trade for Carson Wentz. I could see a team like the Steelers, Patriots, Jaguars. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just teams that. I mean, the Saints. But I think I'd rather have Taysom Hill. I don't know. And Taysom Hill didn't look great in this game. Alvin Kamara 1150. Alvin Kamara, wow, 10 targets in this game. That's actually really big for Kamara. Kamara has been struggling to get targets recently. 10 targets for Kamara in a game with Taysom Hill is actually sick. Nobody else I'm really gassing. Yeah, I don't think there's really nothing to take away from this game besides Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts. I would say. They win this game, a game that they weren't supposed to win. They go in, they're at home. They win this game. Jalen Hurts looks great, man. 167, a touchdown, one fumble, but I mean 18 carries, 106 yards. In a way, it does take away from Miles Sanders' overall volume. It does take away Miles Sanders' overall volume, but he's going to have more efficiency, if that makes sense. So I like Miles Sanders. Jalen Hurts is a good waiver wire add if you need a QB. That's where we're at. The Saints are a really tough defense, man. He went in there and really hung his nuts. I'll be honest. So then what we got? Cowboys versus Bengals. Here's my hot take from yesterday. I was hanging out with one of my buddies. What do you guys think? Let's say Ezekiel Elliott goes down right when Dak goes down. So rest of season without Dak, without Ezekiel Elliott. Do you guys think that Tony Pollard would do better than Ezekiel Elliott has done these last 12 weeks? Or would you guys say that it'd probably be pretty even? Because I would personally say, if let's say Ezekiel Elliott goes down and it's just a Tony Pollard show, I think that he's honestly, in a vacuum, he might be a better running back. Stop me if I'm wrong. I honestly think that Tony Pollard, I don't know if I'd say he's a better running back, but if he was the only guy getting the carries, he's better out of the backfield in the passing situations, he's more explosive, I think I'd like Tony Pollard better. But I don't know. But if Dak is there, I'd rather Zeke, if that makes sense. I don't know. Tony Pollard had that one receiving touchdown. Yes, most likely. That's what I'm saying. I think Tony Pollard, if Ezekiel Elliott, I'd rather have Tony Pollard with Ezekiel Elliott hurt than Ezekiel Elliott with Tony Pollard healthy in an offense without Dak Prescott is my take, I guess. Tony Pollard got 11 carries. It looks like Ezekiel Elliott has been having some problems. Like he was kind of questionable this week. So I think I would put Tony Pollard as an ad at the very least. Perhaps if his calf issue played a part. Still, Pollard looks like the more explosive player. Yeah, he's dealing with that calf injury, so I'm gonna, as long as Pollard is under 50% owned, I'll put him probably just over Jeff Wilson. I would say I'd probably rather have him. Only 20.6% rostered on ESPN. Oh my god. I guess yeah, I'll put Tony Pollard right here. Herbert, Taysom, or Jalen Hurts next week. I'd have to look at the matchups. I think he's more likely to get winded kind of easily. Tony Pollard, he's a little bit tinier too. Herbert, Taysom, or Jalen Hurts next week. Let me look at the schedules. ESPN, week 15, right? Is it about to be week 15? Week 15 NFL schedule. I don't know. I think that's what I would do. Let me take a little look. All right, so Chargers playing the Raiders. They're playing at the Raiders. Then you have Taysom Hill, Saints against the Chiefs, and then Jalen Hurts against the Cardinals. Here's the thing, Nani. Like I said last week, I don't go into my weekly rankings until like later on in the week. I will say my gut reaction is going to be Herbert, just because Herbert, he's been doing well. I know the last 2 weeks have been tough, but I think I'm still going to go Herbert. I'm not scared of the Raiders defense. But that's mine right now. But I will say again that you might want to comment that on another video or put that in the Discord later on in the week when I have the rankings a little bit more figured out. But right now I definitely lean Justin Herbert. That's my pick. So Amari Cooper looked good, 451 and a touchdown. Nobody else is really exciting on this team. I don't know how they even ended up scoring 30 points. Did they get a defensive touchdown? They had to have. Yeah, Aldon Smith. Giovanni Bernard didn't do shit. AJ Green finally had a reputable game. Higgins, whatever. Just not really interested in anybody here. I mean, is Travion Williams interesting? It seems like he got more carries than Giovanni Bernard. Did he get more targets? What are we saying about Travion Williams? That's kind of an interesting name. Travion Williams is kind of interesting. Piran, he profiles as an okay waiver wire ad. Travion, like Gio, Williams fumbled against the Cowboys. Unlike Bernard, the fumble didn't land him on the bench. He led Cincy's backfield. While there's not a whole lot of value in the muddled back, Williams should be picked up on waivers this week ahead of the team's Week 15 game. And then P. Ryan. I think that I'll have them as ads. I'd say I'll probably go Travion Williams here. RB Cincy. And then probably have Pirine. Probably have Pirine all the way down here, to be honest with you. It's Andre Pirine. RB. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I don't know. Hard to maneuver these types of running backs, but Trayvon Williams, I like his profile too, man. I remember Trayvon Williams coming out. He's a stud, man. Or let's not say stud, but I mean probably like what, like a 5th round pick out of Texas A&M or something like that. 6th round pick. I mean, he runs a 4.51, kind of like Ito Smith, 5'8", 206. Oh god, I'm no longer that really interested in him. I think I still would say that I'd probably rather him over. I'm gonna just put him behind Wilson. I'm actually also gonna put Pollard behind Wilson. Probably put Pollard behind. No, I'm gonna put Pollard in front. That's what I'm going. Yep, that's what we're rolling with here. A lot of interesting guys that popped up this week. I will say though, like a lot of these. Like last week, I only had like 6 guys on the list, but this week I got. We're rolling deep in these waivers. Let me tell you, boys. That game was boring though. That's another game I really didn't watch a lot of. But like it's the reality of it is because I'm watching Red Zone, because all these games are going on at the same time. I can like a primetime game. I can watch every single snap, really get into the game. But a game like Bengals versus Cowboys, once that game's out of hand, I'm no longer seeing any of it. You know what I mean? And it's not really a bad thing either. I'm not sure that you have to watch every single snap of every single game to be good at fantasy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not watching Bengals versus Cowboys 30-7. Now, this game was good as fuck, man. This was a good game. The Dolphins got up a little bit early. I think they were up 10-0, and then I think that the Chiefs came out, just kind of babied them, went up like 28-10, something among those lines. Chiefs, three interceptions from Mahomes is insane. I think he only had 2 interceptions before that this season. Tyreek Hill goes out there, matches Clyde Edwards-Helaire rushing yardage for the day on 1 carry for a touchdown. Again, Tyreek Hill is just out of his fucking mind. Like, how do you get 3 catches and 1 carry, and that's enough to put up like 25 points in fantasy? It's insane. He touched the ball 4 times and put up 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. I have no idea. I have no idea how you could ever do something like that. So there's nobody really to pick up on the Chiefs side. It's just they're gas. Clyde Edwards-Helaire also 16 carries for CEH and then also 6 targets is insane. I think that's probably some of. I think I read a stat on Twitter. That's like the biggest usage he's had since Le'Veon Bell came in. So if you have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you're still in the playoffs. That's 100%. 100% a great sign moving forward. I didn't start him this week in the league. I probably should have. He's gonna be good rest of the season. I think that they've already given up on Le'Veon Bell. I think they know that he's dust now, and they're just gonna roll with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I know he only averaged 2 yards a carry, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, Isaiah, you're the guy with CEH, Hill, and Kelsey. It's insane what they do. It's insane. A tight end going for 136 and a touchdown is insane. We got Tua on this side. Tua. He looked a lot better than I thought he would. I know that his QBR isn't anything crazy, but he looks a lot better than I thought he would. He was out there making really. You have to remember, man. He was throwing to nobodies. Like Devontae Parker was a non-factor. He didn't have Mike Gesicki into his game. He was throwing to Lynn Bowden. Is he going to be an interesting waiver wire ad? I love Lynn Bowden, bro. Lynn Bowden Jr. coming out of school was somebody I really liked. And he's literally just a rookie. Led all receivers in Week 14 with 35 pass routes. Bowden could have a surprisingly high PPR floor if Parker or Grant are inactive. I think that he's a good ad, Lynn Bowden. I would say probably right below Chad Hansen. Yeah, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's like I was saying, him getting 16 carries and him getting 6 targets means that he's gonna be really nice the rest of the playoffs. As long as you can get Chubb to get under 13 points, that team's looking really good going forward. So not really interested. DeAndre Washington did nothing. Lynn Bowden went crazy. Matt Collins not interested in though. Mike Gesicki, Jakeem Grant. I'm not really interested in anything going on there. But yeah, this was a crazy win. I think not a crazy win, but this was a crazy game for Miami because they held him, they played him really close, man. They played him close, and Tua looked really good with the. Like I said, he didn't have his weapons, man. His running back was DeAndre Washington. Devontae Parker wasn't really healthy. Gesicki went down after his 2 touchdowns. And then after that, after Gesicki went down, man, he was throwing to Matt Collins, Lynn Bowden, Jakeem Grant, Adam Shaheen. He was throwing to nobodies, and he still put up 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. So I respect what Tua did yesterday. I think that he looked really good. If you have him in Dynasty or you're a Dolphins fan, I'd feel really good about what Tua did yesterday. 100%. All right, now we got the Cardinals. Things could load. That'd be sick. Also, fellas, I'm getting the Elgato for Christmas, so I might be streaming some video games on here. Let me know if you guys got any recommendations. I think that I'm going to be doing Madden and 2K videos in a little bit. You know, fantasy football playoffs, we're going to end in week 16, then I'm going to have nothing to really put out from now until the NFL draft, or now until NFL draft season, which is like February. So I might just fuck around, do some like Madden rebuilds, some 2K rebuilds, might just fuck around on pubs and stream it. I don't know, man. What are you guys saying? I think it'd be pretty fun. Because it kind of ties in, like rebuild and stuff kind of ties in with like me talking about the draft, talking about the players, all that, rebuilding teams. So I think that'd be kind of fun. Could also play against subscribers on Madden or 2K if you guys think that you're cold. I promise you. I'm not that good at 2K, but I promise you I'm not taking losses in Madden. Kyler, a touchdown. Any part about this game that interesting? I didn't see a lot of this game because outside of the Giants getting like a garbage time 7 in the third quarter there, it wasn't even close at any point. DeAndre Hopkins 9 for 136 and 0. Wow, that's big. That's big to see him do that against Bradbury because DeAndre Hopkins, the thing about his game this year has been against stud corners, he hasn't done well. So, 11 targets, 9 for 136 and 0 touchdowns is a great stat line against James Bradbury. James Bradbury, I think that it's honestly become a popular take that he's like super underrated, but he just is. He's a super underrated corner. He's probably like he's playing like a top 5, top 7 elite level right now. I'll just say I love Dan Arnold's game, man. I don't think that he's startable in fantasy at any point. But I love his game. He's been a great tight end this year. Scores touchdowns. Does everything right. I've never seen what his profile even looks like, though. Oh, runs 4.68. 4.68, great burst. 6'5", 222. He's got a great little profile. But I mean, yeah, he scored a touchdown yesterday. Scored 2 touchdowns against LA and scored a touchdown against Seattle. I've liked him ever since the Seattle game. It's crazy though. His Snapchat's kind of gone down since then. So he's not that interesting for fantasy, I'd say. But I like him as a player. Chase Edmonds, whatever. I don't think there's really anything else to be gained from the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they're kind of sputtering here. Like I don't really love them. 7-6. Murray hasn't looked right. There was this one game where he's on the sideline, like kind of getting his arm right. I think he's been playing hurt, man. I know that he played fine this game. I haven't been loving what I've seen from him though. That's really all I'd say. 2 fumbles from Kenyon Drake. Jesus Christ, buddy. Anything interesting? Besides Golden State had that one fucking Moss touchdown catch. Sterling Shepard, just 8 targets for Darius Slayton. Is Slayton a guy that you can get on waivers right now? I feel like no. 52.3% roster. He is a guy you can get on waivers. Jesus. I'm still not that interested, though. That's the funny part. I'm really just not. These Giants wide receivers, I'll never end up starting them. Wayne Gallman, I think, has been a great start this season. I know didn't do anything crazy yesterday. It's whatever, though. Daniel Jones, I don't know, man. If you're Giants fans, I'm probably trying to move on from Daniel Jones. I don't think he's the answer. Don't think he's really any good either. I don't know, but that's what I was saying about Josh Allen at this point in his career So, who is really to say? The quarterback position is so hard to evaluate that I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a QB whisperer. Got Vikings Buccaneers up next. One Well, I think there's a good college basketball game on right now. I'm kind of curious about what the score is. Actually, I don't even know what game I was thinking. Oh, it's Marquette versus can't remember. Marquette versus somebody. All right, so what do we got? This was a game, dude. I had the Vikings plus 7.5. I thought the Vikings were gonna play them a lot closer than this. I mean, what they lost by 8, so I lost by 0.5. So honestly, yeah, I would say 26-14 is just I don't know. It's one of those scores where that seems a lot farther away than it actually was. Kirk looked decent, pretty sick by Dalvin. I think it was like the first 100-yard plus rushing game against the Buccaneers in like 26 games, something like that. Don't quote me on that. It was like 20 something games. One of the first dudes to get over 100 rushing yards against them. Irv Smith looked. Oh my god, another 4 for 63 and a tud for him. Was Kyle Rudolph just not healthy? If Kyle Rudolph is going to be out, then Irv Smith is a really good pickup. I love Irv Smith. Irv Smith is one of my favorite fucking tight ends right now in the league. Kyle Rudolph and with Kendrick out, Irv Smith is also in a tremendous spot for the Vikings. Consecutive games played streak will come to an end on Friday. He's down for Week 14. He's a pretty fast healer. File in as a on the bubble tight end 1. Given the man, does it look like he's going to be out for any more games? So, Jesus Christ. Bless me, I suppose. Dude, it's fucking cold down here. There were reports Smith would be limited. Smith now has 3 touchdowns and plays Kyle Rudolph and will qualify as a fringe streamer yet again against the Bears, but the latter remains solid. Yeah, so Irv Smith is definitely an ad. Is he an ad over Logan Thomas? No. Probably put Logan Thomas maybe higher. I don't know. These rankings are a little bit touchy. So here, Irv Smith is a guy I really like. I'd say I put him right here. I can't have him any higher only because we don't know if Rudolph is out. What's good, Eduardo? You said you're back? What's good, G? Made my way down to the Vikings-Buccaneers game, kind of just looking at what happened this week. Irv Smith looked good. Really don't care about Tyler Conklin. Thielen and Jefferson got fucking clamped by the Bucks. Crazy that Justin Jefferson out-targeted Thielen 8-4. What Justin Jefferson's doing this year, like with a guy like Thielen and across from him in the formation, it's insane the kind of volume that he's commanding. Like, that dude is a stud. Just a straight stud. Also crazy, Antonio Brown, stay woke, fellas. Antonio Brown had the most targets, converted on all of his targets this week. I'm not sure why they didn't pass the ball more against Minnesota. I don't know. How did they score their touchdowns? Okay, so Tom Brady got 2. I know that Scotty Miller got a nice little 1 for 48. Where'd the other touchdown go to? And then a Gronk touchdown, okay. And then a Ronald Jones touchdown. Okay, I can live with that. Antonio Brown, though, if you have Antonio Brown, it's a really good sign. I'm not really sure what's good with Godwin. I know that he had, like, pins removed from his hand and stuff like that. It just sucks to see him not be dominant this year. I will say, I don't think any of these guys are worth picking up besides Irv Smith. That's what I've decided. What is the next game? They're claimed, though, I'll be honest. Unless I'm just assuming that some guy out there is already picked up. Like last week, a guy like that. Or actually, no, I had 3 guys. Maybe they can trade Thielen for another O-lineman and make Dalvin Cook even better. The thing is, I wouldn't. It depends on how firm they are on just kind of rebuilding. Because I don't know if I'd trade Adam Thielen while Kirk Cousins is still there. You know what I mean? When you have Kirk Cousins there, your window's only so narrow. You know what I mean? Adam Thielen, you kind of take that's almost like a little bit of a rebuilding route. I see what you're saying though. It's just tough. If I have Kirk Cousins there, I'm keeping Thielen just because it just makes sense for the trajectory a little more. But I'm with you that they should definitely move some things around. Like the Diggs, they should have traded Thielen instead of Diggs last year. To be honest with you. I'm not sure they get the same haul, though, if that makes sense. Yeah, Drew Lock went out there threw for 280 and 4 touchdowns. Like respect. I'm still not bought. Like I'm still not bought in on Drew Lock. I really don't care. KJ Hamler. I love KJ Hamler's 86 and like 2 touchdowns. It's just not enough for him to be anything stable on the waivers. I'm not gonna say that he's a waiver wire ad. I don't think any of these guys should be added. Like in a game like this where Drew Lock's going to throw for 4 touchdowns and they just spread the ball out too much. You know what I mean? You can't have 2, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2. Like there's nobody there. I'm comfortable starting in fantasy. And you got the running back situation in Carolina. Robbie Anderson looked good. Curtis Samuel. The thing I will say, Curtis Samuel is he available on waivers? I feel like yes. Just like Dalvin a lot, so I want to see him succeed. I could see it. Dude, Dalvin, people were sleeping on him early in his career, man. I really like Dalvin Cook's game now. Early in his dude, he was a part of that historic draft class. That's the draft class that's all going to be free agents this year, or the ones that haven't been extended. But that was Fournette and Kamara, Aaron Jones, Marlon Mack, James Conner. Can't think of any more, but you get what I'm saying. A lot of really good dudes in that draft class. Royce, no, not Royce Freeman. Bro, the Bears are bad. The Bears are trash, bro. The Bears are trash, but they looked good yesterday. I'll give them that. They looked good yesterday, man. Bridgewater, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That's such a Bridgewater fucking stat line. 30. Like, how do you complete 75% of your passes and you don't throw for a touchdown on 283 yards? No idea. I mean, he did have a rushing touchdown. I don't think any of these guys are interesting. Yeah, no. What else we got? What else? I didn't ask, bro. I didn't ask you, Eduardo. How's your Monday going? You always ask me how my day's going. I never ask you, man. How's your Monday going? Like I told you, mine's pretty crisp, pretty solid. My mom just asked me if I want some wings, so I'm going to tell her yes. What are we saying, boys? Wings and some sweet potato fries? Like, I thought they would be trying to get a quarterback in the draft by losing games, and now they're winning. Yeah, 100%, dude. The worst spot to be in the NFL, dude, is that middle road. You never want to be in that spot where you are just missing the playoffs or sneaking into the wild card, or like, yeah, you never want to be in that spot where you're just barely making it into the playoffs, or you're a team that's like always 7-9, like the Bears. Because at one point you just want to flush it all out of your system, get that high draft pick, get your quarterback, and just roll. It's just like a team like the Bears. It's just tough because they have a championship caliber defense. They got a lot of pieces besides the quarterback. That's the problem. They're just built the wrong way. Just built ass backwards. What is they're 6-7 right now, so they're gonna make a little playoff push here, man. 6-7. They could win these next 2 games, 3 games, go 9-7. They especially this year when you have 7 playoff spots, they could make it in at 8-8. Dude, Allen Robinson's going to leave too. You have to remember, Allen Robinson's going to leave. I can't see a world where he stays unless they trade up for a sick quarterback. Now I'm asking my mom, dude, it's fucking freezing in my basement. Please turn on the heat. I beg you to turn on the heat. Dude, I wouldn't mind the Jaguars or the Bears trading for Wentz, to be honest. I love to see them trade for Wentz. I love to see them trade for my boy Sam Darnold. I will say this as a Jets fan, I still think there's something to be said. I personally didn't see it when I saw him play in college. When I saw him play on the Jets, I didn't see what all this hype was about. He turned the ball over a lot. The only thing I will say is like his sophomore year, he looked really good when he was playing against Penn State, the Rose Bowl. I remember all that stuff. You have to remember, he did have Juju on his team. He did have Ronald Jones at some point. He had some guys around him. I think he looked good. People were shooing him in before the draft, before Baker Mayfield went first overall. People were saying Sam Donald's going to go first overall. So I really don't know, man. I'd say also the Jets kind of screwed him over. He's had like 3 different head coaches, like 3 different offensive coordinators. That he's had no or maybe 2. I don't know. He's had no stability. But all I'm saying now, it's too far gone. Just get Sam Darnold the fuck out of my franchise. Get him gone. Because I've just seen enough. But I do think he can seed somewhere else. I think that Sam Darnold is somewhere that can go to a place like the Bears and be pretty good. I was thinking they draft Zach Wilson, but no, they keep trying to win. Are you a Bears fan? Broncos, Panthers. Okay, so that's what we just looked at, right? Titans, Jaguars. This was just a Derrick Henry game. This is literally just a Derrick Henry game. That's what I fucking love about this guy. What is this? Why is it taking so long to load up? Come on. All right, there we go. So Ryan Tannehill, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. They just diced up this Jaguars team. The problem is I thought Corey Davis was going to be great this week, man. I had him as like a start of the week. I thought he was going to be great, man. Corey Davis, but he comes out there 3 for 34 after last week being a stud. Also, did you guys see A.J. Brown come out in a Julio Jones jersey? That is so cold. Like, just so insanely cold. Sadly, I'm a Bears fan. Isaiah, I feel you, man. Right now, you guys on paper look better than us. But the Bears and the Jets are similar franchises that we've been through a lot, man. We've been through a lot, and we were good before I was born. Before I was born, the Jets were sick. Not, I wouldn't say sick, but they won the Super Bowl with Joe Namath. Then you had a couple of spots here and there where they were good along the way. Remember the Sanchez years? The Sanchez years were fun. You kind of look back on the Sanchez years, kind of like the Jay Cutler years. You know, there's some similarities there. You guys did have a run during like the '80s though. The Jets never had that. I will say, yeah, it's just tough, man. It's just tough that they keep winning. Like you team, like I don't know, they're just hurting. They're just shooting themselves in the foot. But hopefully, I'd love to see a new quarterback. I think that Trubisky's got to get out of there. I wish that they took a shot on Cam Newton. But I mean, Cam Newton doesn't look like he was working out in New England. So who's to say that would have been better than Trubisky or Nick Foles? I think they picked up a fat contract on fucking Carson Wentz, or not Carson Wentz, Nick Foles. So just a lot of bad decisions there. Derrick Henry looked great, man. This is a King Henry game. I hope that who are they playing next week? Because I have him in my dynasty league. Weeks 15 NFL schedule. I should just leave that up. So who are they playing? The Titans. Oh my God! At home against the Lions. Jesus. Dude, Derrick Henry is the best to have during December and November. The best. Even had 2 catches out there. Okay. Yeah, there's nobody interesting though to pick up though on the Titans side of things. None of these guys are interesting to me. Then on the Jaguars, dude, Minshew. I don't understand how that the owners sell the team to someone else. Dude, I feel you. The Jets are also owned by somebody super shitty. That's what they were talking. Like a super sharp dude bought the team. Oh, that's all you need is you just need someone at the top that knows what the fuck they're doing. The thing is, I really like the GM of the Jets, but I know that the management above him sucks. So it's really hard to trust that whole power dynamic. I'm not too in tune with what's going on GM owner wise in a lot of the other organizations. I don't know how it's working with the Bears, but I'd imagine is it Ryan Pace as the GM? And I feel like he's been pretty shitty. He's been bad, but he was getting praised for a while, if I remember things correctly. Plus, our owner doesn't like drafting black QB. Where's the Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes? That could be it. I could see it being a race thing. That's whack. That's just whack because like most of the team is black. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with the owner, dude. Like the same thing with like the Clippers owner a while ago. I don't know, man. Like I don't know how you're gonna own these teams when majority of the athletes are African American in these leagues. Gardner Minshew. Here's the thing about Gardner Minshew. I don't understand why they ever benched him. I know that he was hurt, but you were gonna roll out Mike Glennon and Jake Luton over him. Like I think at a certain point he was just healthy, and they were just like, "No, we're not gonna use him." It sucks because the Jaguars are probably gonna take Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence depending on where they swap with the Jets. Hopefully in the second spot, but just like It's tough. I wonder. I hope that Gardner Minshew. I'd like to see Gardner Minshew in a spot like the Bears. Or actually, no. If you're the Bears, man, Minshew's not the answer. Minshew will never be the answer for a team, but I think he's good enough. You know what I mean? I think he's good enough to be like, I don't know. If your quarterback goes down, like I think that maybe the Cowboys should have called up the Jaguars and traded for Gardner Minshew. You know what I mean? If you have a team that looks good on paper, or the Steelers, if like Big Ben was to ever go down, this is a bad James Robinson week. Whatever. Oh, Keelan Cole and Melissa Chanel both had double-digit targets. Man, are either of them interesting ads? I'd say probably. What are we saying? I really don't know. I feel like every other week they do well and then they come up with nothing. The Jets have a better future than the Bears. Yeah, I like that we kind of just it reminds me of what the Dolphins did and what the Browns have done. You know what I mean? Like they're really starting to come up now. And then we'll get our quarterback. We shipped away Jamal Adams for some picks. Hopefully we shipped away some other people for some picks. Hopefully then we get like a second for Darnold. We just have to build these picks. I like the Joe Douglas move at GM. I think he's very good. Yeah, I'm not interested in Chenault or Keaton Cole, I don't think. They're saying they have the Ravens next week. I really not that interested. Not Keelan. I think the problem with the Bears is if they don't get a quarterback soon, Jackson's gonna get past his prime. I mean, at least you have like some young guys in Roquan Smith and stuff. So I mean, it's whatever. Um, yeah, I'm not putting either of those guys on the list. I don't like them. I think this is just a one-off week where this happened. I don't think that they're gonna do well against a team like the Ravens next week. Eduardo, bro, I was talking earlier today, man, about the spread. I'm a guy who bets on a lot of these games. Super confusing to me, bro. It is insanely confusing that the Browns, who have a better record, have been a better team the last 5 weeks, and are at home, are 3-point underdogs to the Ravens. Now, immediately, immediately that says, okay, then jump on Browns +3. The problem is, man, like a lot of these times with these lines, these lines like that, where it just seems like it's obvious. A lot of times it's a trap. You know what I mean? I've been sucked into these traps too many times. I think the Browns will win. That's what I think. That's what I think. Common sense is. I think the Browns will win tonight. The Ravens have been playing well. The Browns have looked really good. They're at home, whatever. But I don't know. You know what I mean? It's so tough because it's such a trap. It's such a trap in Vegas. Like I think I don't know, man. Like you know what I mean? Like if I asked you point blank who's probably gonna win this game, you probably lean towards the Browns. I mean, look in the top right. While this shit's loading, I don't know why it's taking so long. The top right. Cleveland's 9-3. They're at home against Baltimore, who's 7-5. They should be. To me, if I was putting a number on this game, Browns like I probably have the Browns like -4, -5 against the Ravens at home. So that's why. So with that logic, obviously because I think that you're getting like 7 points of value in that line, you should take it. But that just sounds like a sucker play. I think that everybody's on the Browns today. I think. All right, why is this not loading now? Jesus, is it time to close some things out here? Is this the game I was looking for? I think so. ISO, what's good, G? You got a dub, sick, bro. Sick. That's gas, man. You were in here on the Sunday morning stream, right? That's what. Yeah, they are the underdog. They're like +130. So if you bet like 10, you'll make 13. It's just not a. It's not enough. You know what I mean? Or no, it wouldn't even be Baltimore. No, Baltimore. No, Baltimore is the problem because fucking if you bet on Baltimore, they're like -130. So you put 13 to win 10. If you put it on Cleveland, you'll make like 10 and win 13, something like that. Or I'll pull up the place that I bet at right now. I'll show you guys. You were here bugging out on Sunday morning, bro. I'm telling you, man. You rock with me. You get in these streams. I'll help you guys out with your teams. What's the minimum bid? Like, see here, the Baltimore, they're minus 170, so I'd have to bet 17 to win 10. Browns, I'd have to bet 10 to win 14. Ravens are minus 3, so that means they have to win by 3 or more, and the Browns have to lose by 3 or more, if that makes sense. Now, I think that plus 3 is the squariest square pick of all time, if that makes sense. Squariest square pick of all time. I think it's such a lock. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I can't touch it. That's the thing. That's really what it comes down to. I can't touch this line. I don't like it. I don't. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, Eduardo. Doesn't it make sense that that Baltimore should be like? That's what if the game was if the line was the way that I think it should be. Like, I think personally it should be Cleveland Browns minus 4.5, Ravens plus 4.5, and then at there I would bet probably Baltimore plus 160. Now the thing is, I think it's a trap to go Cleveland, so that's why I haven't put a bet on this game tonight. You know what I mean? That's why it just feels like a big trap. It just feels like, you know what I mean? Like, this should not be what the line is. It shouldn't. I don't know why it is what it is, but I would take if I could get an alternate line like Browns minus like 6.5. I'd take that, because if you Washington D went off for me this week. Facts, bro. Washington went crazy. Washington went insane. Can I get an alternate line somehow? I just get. Where can I get an alternate line? I don't want this. I would like to take, like, if I could get like a -6, if I could get Browns minus 6.5. If you can do sometimes you'll do an alternate line, right? Where instead I'll just be like Baltimore minus 6.5, and then that'll pay me out like plus 200, plus 250. And can I get Browns win by 7 to 12? The minimum is just $1, but the minimum deposit to get into your account is 50, I think. Might take Browns win by. Maybe I'll put a little fiver on Browns win by 7 to 12. What are we saying on that? I don't know why there isn't just a normal fucking thing, bro. Can I get Browns by 6 or more? Oh shit! I'll take Browns by 6 or more plus 245. Now that. Now I'm gassing. I'll do like 5. I'll get it out to whatever wins me. Because I don't know if this makes sense, Eduardo. I personally think the Browns should be minus 4.5. So I'll take Browns minus 6 at plus 245 and just get, you know what I mean? I'll bet 6 to win 15. Just something light on the game. I think that's a fun bet. Browns by 6 or more. All right. For $10, for 10 it would have been 10 to win 24, but I think I went like 7 to win 15. How much would I make? 15 profit. If I bet like 6 or 7, I can't remember. You know what I mean? At plus 245, it's bet 10 to win 245 to win 24.50. So, and that's profit, if that makes sense. All right, so we had this Colts Raiders game. You're saying you want to pick up Nyheim. If Nyheim Hines is on waivers, or hold on, we'll look at your team once I recap. I think we got 2 more games left, and I'll look at your team, let you know who you should grab. Also, if any of you other guys have waiver questions, or you want to show me who's available on waivers in your leagues and send that picture into the Discord, you're welcome to do that too. That's what Eduardo's doing. Jonathan Taylor, breakout game. Hung his nuts on the fucking Raiders, bro. This is what we've been waiting for all fucking season. Jonathan Taylor, he runs a 4.39. He outran. You know what? What I might have to do here? I might have to go on YouTube. I might have to see the Jonathan Taylor touches. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. Might have to see if there's something out there. Yep. Yeah, right here. This is gonna have to be what happens here. Amazing. He was stopped in the backfield. He turns that into 12. Turns that into 15. Jonathan Taylor, he's so much better than everybody's been giving. Like, guys, do not waver on our Jonathan Taylor takes. I was saying in the offseason, best running back in the draft. Guy is a stud. Everything makes sense. Combine, he had college production. His combine was great. His size speed is great. There's no weakness that he can catch out of the backfield. He's not going to run routes like Kamara, but he can catch out of the backfield, man. I really do think that he is I think you guys are going to hate this comparison. I think he's a juiced up Nick Chubb. I think that he is a more explosive Nick Chubb. Better hands than Nick Chubb. Check Discord. I got you, G. EG3, Eduardo. The only problem is, man, on a place like MyBookie where I'm putting in bets like that, it's not as easy to take money in and out, so I usually don't take bets for people, if that makes sense. I will say, though, I would just go on MyBookie, and I know what you said, you're 17. I'm 19, so I'm technically underage. This is whack for me to be saying on camera, but like they're kind of they're pretty easy to get around. They don't ask you for your social or anything like that. I would just go on there, put in credit card or like use Bitcoin, and go through there. I hate to be that guy. It's just tough because if I put $10 in there, remember the minimum deposit isn't that big. So if I lose that $10, I can't put in $10. If I lose $10, I have to put in 50. You know what I mean? So it ends up being a hassle in the end, if that makes sense. Because then I have to put in 10. Then I have to put in 50. Then I'd have to withdraw 40. You know what I mean? It's a lot. If it was easier, if I had DraftKings and I could just fucking put money in and out, I would do it for you super easily. But that's all it is. But no, 100% Eduardo, bro. All my boys that are underage, if you just go on mybookie.com, don't take any of the deposit bonuses, and you withdraw through there, you can bet on games pretty easily. It's a lot of fun too. T.Y. Hilton looked good. Yeah, no problem, man. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like it gets touchy when it's not as liquid as, you know what I mean? All right, so T.Y. Hilton. Is there anything interesting? Like Michael Pittman did pretty decent. We've been saying Michael Pittman's a good ad. Is Nyheim Hines available? But yeah, in the Discord, if you're actually interested, I'll lob you the link to MyBookie. I'm sure you saw it though, but you know what I mean. If you have any questions about trying to put in bets and stuff like that, I can hook you up pretty easily. The guy who's in there, PogChamp, he got he bets too, and he hit me up for like how to get into it when you're like not 21. I know, again, super suspect, but look, we're small enough. We're at 285 subscribers. We're tall enough. We're small enough for me to level with you guys. Let you know if you want to bet place. If you want to bet on games and you're not 21, MyBookie is 100% the way to go. Jonathan Taylor, T.Y. Hilton, Michael Pittman. Is Pittman interesting? 37.6% rostered. I mean, 5.17. Yeah, he's just not interesting. You'll never start him in the fantasy playoffs. That's really all it is. You'll never start him. Hines is rostered in too many leagues for me to say that he's an ad. Taylor was great. Did Ruggs get a touchdown? No, dude. I think Henry Ruggs might. What are you guys saying? Henry Ruggs might be a bust at this point, fellas. Like he just might be a bust. I don't know. He hasn't looked great. He's somebody I was super low on coming out. I don't understand. Speed at wide receiver outside of Tyreek Hill, it really doesn't matter that much. Once you get to a certain point, I don't think it's that crazy to have a 4.27. I think like once you're inside, once you're faster than like a a 4.5. Once you're running in the 4.4s and lower, like 4.49 and lower, like that's fine. I literally don't need you to be any faster than that. Isaiah, you're saying he's a bust? I'm saying at this point, it looks like he is a bust, man. It really does. You can't come out here with guys like Justin Jefferson, CD's going crazy. You can't get drafted first round, not have a bunch of not have like injuries that are holding you back, and just do stuff like this. Like he just hasn't looked great. How many? Okay, so one wide receiver 2 game, and that's it. Literally one wide receiver 2 game. That's all he's done this year. Getting out targeted by fucking getting out targeted by Nelson Aguilar. It's insane. Nelson Aguilar, I think that he might be a sneaky waiver wire ad. To be honest with you, I think that he's been solid these past couple weeks. Colts are a tough defense to do well against too, man. 27.5% rostered. What are you saying about Nelson Aguilar? I think he's looked great. Nelson Aguilar has. Vegas will number 1 receiver has earned week 4 consideration depending on matchup after only turning 11 targets in a league high 210. Aguilar rebounded in week 14, 2 deep zone allowed, big play receiver, but it was a 36-yard grab. Number 1 receiver has earned week wide receiver 4 consideration. Nelson Aguilar, I think he's an interesting ad. I'd probably put him. Actually, would probably put Gabriel. I'm gonna actually take Gabriel Davis. I'll put Gabriel Davis behind Lynn Bowden, or should I put him? I'll put him here. I think I'll put Nelson Aguilar right in front of Russell Gage. I don't know. Maybe I put Nelson Aguilar in front of James Washington. I think I put him right here, actually. He's been great, man. He's Nelson Aguilar. He's put together some solid weeks, man. Let me see these game logs. 5 for 101, 4 for 38, 5 for 54, 6 for 88 in 1, 255 in 1, 5 for 107 in 1. Like he's put together a little season, bro. On the season, he has what 38 for 635 and 7 touchdowns. That's somebody who's startable in the flex sometimes. So I'll put his name in there. Hunter Renfrow hasn't done anything too crazy. Nothing else that's really going on this team. I mean, Josh Jacobs is a little bit concerning too. Not sure why he hasn't looked great this season since like literally like week 1. 2 interceptions for Derek Carr. This is I'm just not interested in either of these offenses, to be honest with you. All right, last game of the recap, fellas. Packers versus Lions. I will say I'm gonna go over this game. I'm going to weigh in on who my boy Eduardo should add on his team. So between now and then, these next 5 to 10, 15 minutes, give me any of your last second questions. If you want to drop your team in the Discord or your waivers in the Discord and ask me who you should add, you can do that as well. For all of you guys that have stuck around this long, I appreciate it, man. This channel is a place that I think that we're having a lot of fun here. We're really building a community here. Right now we're doing fantasy football videos, but after week 16, I'm probably going to sort of transfer it into a basketball-centered channel, do some gaming stuff, and then once like February happens, once the Super Bowl happens, we're gonna start back up into NFL draft coverage, rookie draft coverage, dynasty leagues, all that kind of stuff. So got a lot of stuff planned up ahead. Make sure you get on below, subscribe, leave a like, comment on this video. Really trying to get up in the algorithm, really trying to get things up to speed. We're at 287 subscribers right now. I hope that we're at the goal is honestly 1,000 by July 4th. That's the goal. Sorry, Tanyan or Ingram in week 15. Honestly, off the top of my head, I think I'd go with Tanyan. But like I always say, right now on a Monday, I haven't even dug into my research or anything like that for the next week. So I would just say I lean Tanyan, and that's who I probably would recommend putting just like in the tight end spot. But I'd say either come in for that Sunday morning live stream. I'll probably do a Friday live stream. You can ask me there. I'll have like, you know what I mean? I'll have a better idea as to where players are ranking week to week. Shane, have you ever done a survivor pool? I've done it twice for my mom's work before I was really big into into like sports. You know what I mean? I was kind of into sports. Like my mom had like one in her work office or whatever, and she was like, "Ron, like come on, like can you do this for me?" So you know me. Like I made it decently far a few times. I've never won a survivor pool. Those things are kind of tough. Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams with a nice little 10-piece. Devontae Adams, Marcus Valdes-Scantling, interesting. I don't think so, man. Is he interesting? Like it was just like I'm not really seeing. Cool, I'll ask you again later. Yeah, 100%. Like I said, lean Tanya now, but 100% ask me in like 4 days, and I'll give you a way better answer. I'm actually gonna say MVS, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. I'm gonna say 6 for 85 and a touchdown with Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna say that he might be the best the best ad this week. I'm actually gonna put Nelson Aguilar back behind. I actually like him here, and then I also like Marquez Valdes-Scantling as the #1 wide receiver. So I think that he is actually legit. He's in a great offense. Seems like Aaron Rodgers is starting to trust him again. I don't know. That's my take on it though. MVS is making most of his looks. Upside wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4. He's playing the Panthers next week. I think that's somebody that you can actually genuinely flex if it came down to it. You're making history in yours. There's still 5 of us, and it's the longest it's ever gone on. Wow. There's still 5 of you, and it's fucking week. It's about to be week 15. That's actually insane, bro. I'd imagine this is also going to be with your family. How much money is in that, bro? That's got to be a fat check. Aaron Jones, okay. Yeah, fine, whatever. Stafford, dude, if Stafford is actually hurt and Chase Daniels is the guy, I'm going to be pissed. What's up, D? I feel like you've been in here before. I can't remember, though. I feel like you have. I'm gonna say that you have been in here before. What's up, man? I'm wrapping things up, but if you got any questions, any waiver wire questions, anything like that, trade questions, anything like that, let me know, man. I'm about to check Stafford. Stafford actually hurt. In doubt for, oh god, that would suck for the Lions, bro. Especially if you have Swift or somebody. Amendola, I'm going to say that nobody that caught passes that isn't already rostered is interesting. Yeah, 100%. I know a guy that's been in these streams when I see one. I know him. I know you've been here before, G. What's up, man? Like I said, if you have any waiver questions, anything like that, I'm kind of wrapping things up here. So I mean, here's the waiver wire list. There's not really any priority going on. I'll just number these, make it look pretty. I'm gonna drop every week now. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop these in the Discord. There's probably a way better way of doing this, but this is my super list, my super loose rankings of these. So winner gets all, Eduardo, or what? That would be crazy, dude. A $360 check, bro. Especially if you win this fantasy league too, where your team is pretty fucking stacked, man. At that point, you're robbing your family members, bro. Waiver wire rankings, week 15. Honestly, these like rankings honestly aren't super firm. Like this is just kind of how I saw it today. All right, so now here are the waiver wire rankings. Like I said, these are going to be in the Discord chat. Join that. It's already in there. It's gonna be tough. I think I have Cook, Eckler, Sanders, Gallman, and Akers. I know Cooks and Ecklers are must-start, but what do you think about the others? Right now, gun to my head, I say Sanders, but like I said to everybody else, D, these videos are kind of just me like figuring out the waiver wire ads and shit like that. I haven't even looked ahead to people's schedules, the weekly rankings, anything like that. So I say that to say this. I lean Sanders, but I would just follow up with me. Either hit me up in Discord, hit me up in a YouTube comments, or pop in on my Sunday or Friday live stream, and I'll have a way better answer for who you should start. Like on these Monday streams, I don't even have my weekly rankings figured out yet. But I lean Sanders. I just say that you should follow up on that later. gonna be tough. Do you think Galladay returns next week? Honestly, not really. And if he does, it's not gonna be great because Stafford is gonna be hurt most likely. It's just tough, man. If you've been holding on Galladay this long, yeah, I don't know if Galladay's gonna get another snap this year. To be honest with you, you said, "LOL, family and friends of family members hope they can still afford their Christmas presents." Oh my god, dude, you're killing them, bro. All right, so now what am I looking at? What am I looking at? Looking at who you have on your bench. You're gonna drop Debo. You also have another bench spot open. Huh? Chad Hansen, Darnell Mooney. Wow, Brashad Perriman. Oh, dude, 100%. 100% Naeem Hines. And then your team, the way that it already looks, Cook, are you ever going to start a wide receiver off the bench, really? Who are your running backs again? And then Mike Davis after that. 100%, I'd say. In my Discord, we have a fantasy chat, but then you can see it honestly here. This is the Discord. Fantasy, so it has fantasy football, dynasty, NFL draft, and we have a basketball channel. When that starts getting rolling, we have the NCAA, NBA draft there, and then I even want to get a little gaming channel going. I want to get I'm getting an Elgato right now, so I'm gonna start recording me doing like 2K rebuilds, Madden rebuilds. I'm gonna stream some of that shit. But yes, it is where we talk fantasy, but I want to build the community. I don't want to talk about just fantasy. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be more than just a fantasy like group chat. That's why we have different channels for different shit. But you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like I don't want it to be just fantasy. I want it to be like, more interesting than that. I want to be more close with you guys. It's just a way to connect with you guys. And yeah, man, if you want advice on your fantasy team, you get it. Also, if you want to be in a subscriber league is going to be on there. If you want to be in a video, I'm going to have NFL mock drafts, rookie mock drafts, anything like that, or fantasy mock drafts where I need to get people into Sleeper, into like a chat like that. Discord is going to be the first place I go to drop a link in. Just like you just get priority over everybody else in terms of me making content, in terms of fantasy advice, and also in terms of just anything else. Like I said, I bet on basketball, NBA. I produce. When you look at the content in here, when you look at the content that I put on this channel, it hasn't been just fantasy football. I've made basketball videos, NBA draft videos, everything like that. I want to expand. I want to do fantasy football when it's in season. You know what I mean? So I'll do fantasy football, summer through week 16, and I'll do fantasy football, Super Bowl to NFL draft. But then the in between spots, a lot of these fantasy channels, they just kind of go dark. You know what I mean? They don't make a lot of content, but I want to fill those up with shit that I fuck with. So basketball is something I fuck with, and gaming is something I fuck with. So and I think most guys fuck with those things. You know what I'm saying? Ever play Rocket League? I have played Rocket League, but I suck at it. I'd be down to play Rocket League with subscribers and shit though. That would sound hella fun. But hold on, let me answer this waiver thing. I think if I'm you, Eduardo, I would go. I'd go Hines for sure. I'd go Hines for sure. And I think honestly, in your spot, I might just take another swing on a backup running back. I don't know. Perriman, Mooney, Gage, Higgins. Yo, Eduardo, let me know. Let me know. Check your league, bro. Let me know. Honestly, like my next advice after Naeem Hines would just be any of these five from the list to the left of me. Right, so Marquez Valdez-Scantling, James Washington. I would look to get one of those guys. If Pollard is there, I'd get him. If Wilson's there, I'd get him. So you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Hurts also low-key would like. I'd also recommend getting Hurts over Big Ben. And then do you hit me with the? Do you play fantasy basketball? I don't. Here's the thing. I don't. I said this on my last live stream that was yesterday. I don't like fantasy basketball because it's too much. I played basketball in high school. I've always followed the NBA. My biggest sport that I bet on is easily college basketball. I love college basketball. There's not a huge market for it on YouTube though. I'm hoping that grows eventually. I've made some college basketball videos. Some has done well, some haven't done well. Those are things I really fuck with. But fantasy basketball, I just can't get into because it's too many games. I can't. If I'm having LeBron James on my team, I can't have him play 4 times during the week. You know what I mean? I will say though, I'm open to. I think a dynasty league that's best ball would be really fun if that makes sense. I think I would do fantasy basketball if it was best ball. But also like the scoring is confusing to me. It's not just yards, touchdowns. You know what I mean? It's assists and points and rebounds. And I think that you could flip that as like a good thing. It's just a lot for me to get into. You know what I mean? I have to really devote my time to it, and I'm not as passionate about it. You get what I'm saying? Hmm. Eduardo, I wouldn't pick up Taysom just because I think Breeze is gonna be back soon. So I wouldn't pick him up over Big Ben. But if you want to pick him up in that third spot, I would. But also, I don't like rostering three quarterbacks. So I'd probably just hang out. I'd probably say Zach Moss is who I'd pick up. Eduardo, that's my final answer. I would say Zach Moss, Naeem Hines, get those boys on your squad. If somehow in the morning you wake up and you're picking those guys up, I don't know. I think you said the waivers roll 2 times a week, and can you not add players in between there? I don't know. Um, but yeah, fellas, this was the live stream. I hope that you guys had a good time. I had a fucking great time. I love connecting with you guys. Big content coming up in the future. Like I said, it's not. This is not just a fantasy football season. Or Jesus Christ, this is not just a fantasy football channel. Like I said, it's going to be fantasy football from preseason hype through week 16. Then from there to the Super Bowl, it's going to be some bullshit in between. I'm going to figure some stuff out, some basketball content, some shit like that. Then from Super Bowl to the NFL draft, we're going to have dynasty and rookie content. And then from NFL draft to like early July, it's going to be filled up with some more shit. Oh yeah, Philip, I'm sorry I didn't answer that. You said, do you think Kittle returns? I think he does return next week. That's my prediction. I think he does return next week. Um, so yeah, man. D, I hope that you joined the Discord. I had a blast talking to all you guys. Um, hope that everybody wins their fantasy league matchups tonight. As always, man, I appreciate if you made it this far. As always, make sure you go down below, subscribe, leave a like, comment, join the Discord. As always, on the Discord, you can get you're gonna get first dibs on everything, subscriber leagues, mock drafts. When I do gaming content, streams, everything like that, the Discord is the spot. Discord is the spot. Like I said, subscribe, all that good shit. If you need to follow me on Twitter at @RonStewart_. As always, this has been